Alright, so first things first, let's start with a little bit of an introduction. My name is Randall James Stratford. I'm a Republican millennial, and let's see, how do I start this? My buddies always be telling me that I got such a interesting way of looking at things, and I'm so well informed, and I'm always, damn, that's a loud ass tractor. Hold on. I'm always schooling them on like what's going on in the world and all, and they're always telling me I ought to do a blog or a vlog or something, and lately they've been really hounding me about starting me up a YouTube channel. And now I've been watching some other YouTube channels and some people on Facebook, real popular videos, and I thought, well, I might as well give it a try. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do like every day. Come on here. Oh, what happened? I'm gonna try to come on here every day. Try to come on here for about 10 minutes or so and just give my opinion on like the top headlines and stuff. And sorry, I got a little bit of a potty mouth, so if some bad words slip out, I'm sorry about that. It's just my regular way of talking, and I apologize in advance. So yeah, that's it. Randall, name's Randall. You can call me Randy. Randall James Stratford, and that's about it. You can reach out to me, millennial for liberty @gmail.com. That's millennial and then the number 4 liberty @gmail.com. If you want to reach out to me, or you can just comment right here on the YouTube channel, and that's fine too. And leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Because I'm trying to get the word out there. So first things first. The Supreme Court decided to back the refusal to that way back a little while ago. There was that baker. There was the baker that refused to bake a cake for the gay marriage, and there's a big uproar. The liberals was all crazy about it, and they just wouldn't let it go. Sorry about that. I'm new to this whole thing. They got real upset about it, and it's America. It's a free country. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. We got the First Amendment for a reason, and that's what that First Amendment is for. You can't tell a private company, you can't tell a privately held company who they can and can't do business for. If he don't feel comfortable baking a cake for a couple of gay folks, then why are you gonna make him? I mean, and even that, like, if you're the gay folks, why do you want this guy baking a cake for you? Why do you want him baking a cake for you? Just go somewhere else. Go find you a gay baker who's going to be as extravagant as you are, right? If he's anti-gay, he ain't got the same taste as you anyways, boys. I'm sorry to tell you. That's all I got to say there. But so anyways, the Supreme Court backed the baker and said, you know what? He's right. He ain't got to serve you. So, Supreme Court ruled in favor. And this was in Colorado, and Supreme Court backed it. That's all there is there. And so Bill Clinton says the Me Too movement, #MeToo, is way overdue, right? But he still ain't apologizing for the Monica Lewinsky situation. Imagine that. The Clintons being hypocrites, right? Imagine that. That's all I got to say about that. I mean, it speaks for itself. The Clintons being hypocrites. Oh, who would have thunk it? Who would have thought? Who would have thought that? Jim Carrey trolls Melania in the latest politically charged artwork. If you've seen the artwork, you'd be as upset as I am. Jim Carrey, this man, I remember being a little kid. Like you already know, I'm a millennial, so I was born in the '90s. Uh, I grew up watching Jim Carrey movies. You know, Ace Ventura was like my favorite movie. Ace Ventura and The Mask, and I don't know, them other ones. Man, that was my favorite movies growing up as a kid. Like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, man. I worshipped Jim Carrey, man. Then he started to get all kooky and crazy with his and you know what? I tried to show my kids Ace Ventura just a little while ago, actually, just a few months ago, and I realized watching it that was super like liberal indoctrination too. Like they was trying to indoctrinate me, and I just didn't even realize it. Man. And so he's always been like that, I guess. But you know, he did that anti-gun song that he did a while back, probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 8 years ago at this point. And now he's drawing pictures of the first lady. Like, what are you doing, Jim Carrey? Do you want to keep a career? Why don't I hate it when these actors just get to thinking that they need to start dipping their toes into politics. Like, what are you doing? Do you even know what's going on in the world, Jim Carrey? Huh? Do you even understand what's going on? I think you need to stay in your lane, James. I feel ashamed to share a name with you. Randall James Stratford. I ought to change my middle name. I don't want to have the same name as no Jim Carrey. Dozens of criminal illegal immigrants shielded by New York City's sanctuary policy rearrested for new crimes. Imagine that. Illegal immigrants who were shielded by a sanctuary policy have now been rearrested for new crimes. Illegal immigrants are committing crimes. Imagine that. It's right there in the name. Illegal. You understand? What does illegal mean? What is an illegal immigrant? What does that mean, huh? What's an illegal immigrant? It seems pretty self-explanatory to me. Seems like it's right there in the name. Illegal, not legal, against the law, right? I don't know. Seems to me like if you're an illegal immigrant, you're a criminal right off the bat, by virtue of being an illegal immigrant. I mean, that's just me. That's just the way I was raised. That's the way I was taught to understand things. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me like if you're an illegal immigrant, then you're already a criminal in my book. But imagine that. They've been protected. They've been protected by them liberals up in New York City. And then what? They turn around and they stab the liberals in the back by going and commit more crimes, proving them liberals to be foolish. Exactly. They've proven it. Like, how low do you got to be? These people went out on a limb for you to protect you and talk you up, act like you good people, good, upstanding folks, just trying to work, just trying to come here to have a job and support your family. Then you go right over there and you just go back right to your life of crime? They gave you a chance, and you fucking blew it. Sorry about that. I told you I got a potty mouth. I get fired up, and that's just all right. So I still got a sizable list. I'm trying to keep this to 10 minutes, so I'm gonna just go through these kind of rapid fire like. Bolton's new chief of staff linked to anti-Muslim writing, says CNN.com. I don't, what is anti-Muslim writing? I mean, I'm a Christian, God-fearing man, and people got opinions, and I believe that Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and you can believe whatever you want to believe, and I do know this. I know that not all Muslims are terrorists, but I do know that all terrorists are Muslims. Now you come right back at me and start trying to talk about the Christians who blew up the abortion clinics, and I'll fight right back and say those people were mentally ill. Something was wrong with those people. They were sick in the head, okay? And that's all there is to that. Them folks was sick in the head. You can't use that as an argument. What are you? Sorry, I keep hearing something over there. It must be a squirrel or something. I don't know. So the White House pushes for action to keep coal plants from closing. Good. You know, this was on CNN.com. They made it seem like it was a bad thing. Like, oh, the White House is trying to keep jobs in the economy. Like, that's a bad thing. Like, are you kidding me, CNN? Get a life. What are you doing? Why don't you go report on some real news? Huh? Try and talk bad on Trump like keeping jobs around is a bad thing. You fucking crazy. Melania Trump will not travel to G7 or North Korea summit. She's tired. She's tired. She's the first lady. Okay? And I'm sick of all these people dogging on Melania. Like, what did she do to you? She's a strong, independent woman. She's an immigrant. She came here. She knows multiple languages. She's a brilliant lady. You understand? She's a brilliant lady. She's a strong, hard-working, brilliant woman. And she deserves respect. Just because you don't like her husband, just because you still sour about the election, just because you still upset that Mr. Trump is our president, just because you still can't accept that, you want to dog on Melania? Man. I just don't know. Supreme Court wipes away lower court ruling that granted undocumented teen access to abortion. Good. First of all, why are we gonna pay for some undocumented little hussy to go and get a baby chopped on out of her? Huh? What kind of sense does that make? First of all, I don't think the government should be paying for anybody to get an abortion, let alone someone that ain't even here legally. You know, that baby deserves to live. Where it came from, send it back where it came. Send the mom back. Give her a nice little care package. Set her up with a job, some education. I don't know. Do what you want to do, but why does our government need to pay for some other government citizen to live and work and eat and get abortions, huh? What kind of sense does that make? And you wonder why the economy's in shambles. Was in shambles till Mr. Trump started turning around. All right, that's all. That's all for today. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Leave me some feedback. I want to hear what y'all got to say. And send me an email. That's millennialforliberty@gmail.com. All right, thank you. God bless.